Oven-baked pasta has been around since the Middle Ages. A pasta meal was an opportunity for a chef to show off his creativity and resourcefulness. Eventually, baked pasta, or pasta al forno, was adopted all over Italy. Today, baked pasta is a staple dish of southern Italy, where it's usually made on Sundays, holidays, and special occasions. And today, I'll be showing you how we make it. So we're first going to start out by thawing out some ground beef. And while that's thawing out, go ahead and boil some water in a pot. Go ahead and start mashing up that ground beef. Continue mashing until you kind of get consistency that you like, and go ahead and flip so it can cook evenly. And as that's cooking, this is where you'll grab your spices and seasoning. Today we're using onion powder, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. You're going to want to continue stirring so the ground beef can cook evenly across the entire pan. Once your water is boiled enough, this is where you're going to start adding your spaghetti. We break our spaghetti in thirds, or if you like, you can do it in halves if you want longer strands of spaghetti. So you're going to want to make sure you stir your spaghetti pretty frequently and thoroughly, as if you don't, the spaghetti will actually stick together, and we don't want that. And once the ground beef is thoroughly cooked, we're going to be adding our sauce. The original recipe did make sauce from scratch, but today we're just going to be using standard Classico. You can go ahead and pour that into your pan and start mixing. Now, this isn't the exact recipe that was passed down, but it is fairly close. The only difference is we're not making the sauce. Pat Michaels' family was an old family friend of my mom's family. A little bit of a tongue twister, but their parents started a restaurant called Troy's Pizzeria in Chesterton, Indiana. When her parents retired into Florida, Pat and her husband took over Troy's Pizzeria, but kept all of her mother's Italian recipes. Even though Pat has passed away, her recipe lives on. Getting back to the pasta now. Once it is cooked to your desire, usually I do a taste test, you're going to strain the pasta in a strainer and rinse it out, and then you can transfer it back to either a pot or you can put it right into the dish. At this time, it'd be a good idea to preheat the oven to 375. And once you're done straining that pasta, like shown before, you can then go ahead and transfer it into the dish, such as so. Kind of layering it similar to a cake. You want it to be even and consistent. At this point, you can also transfer your ground beef and sauce into the dish. Again, make sure to spread evenly so it can have a nice consistency throughout the whole dish when it's done. And now it's my favorite part personally, because it's time for cheese. And who doesn't love cheese? So our dish, we actually put a lot of cheese in it. We usually use about, I believe it's about a bag and a half of mozzarella cheese. Again, making sure you're spreading it consistently, just like before, for a nice consistency throughout the whole dish. And once you're happy with the amount of cheese that you have, it's time to put that baby in the oven and set the timer for 20 minutes. Once that 20 minutes is up, you can enjoy yourself some baked pasta, pasta al forno, baked spaghetti. Again, this dish was passed down through many generations of friends and family throughout my mom's side of her family. A lot of them used to live up in Italy, and this was entirely passed down. So my mom told me some really cool stories, as well as my grandmother, about some things that went down. So thank you for watching, and I hope you learned how to make some baked spaghetti, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.